Alright, good morning everybody. It's Nick from NK Landscaping here. It's April 29th and it's a brisk like 39 degrees out right now. It's been a really windy week, but we're getting ready here, loading up for a job. We are going to be doing some topsoil work. We got to take down a small dead tree. So we got the BX loaded up. We're going to grab some topsoil in a minute. We have the stump grinder. We're going to grind the stump when we're done cutting down the tree, and then there's just one additional stump. So we're getting loaded up here. I got Kurt helping me out for a little portion of the day before he heads off to some meetings because Fitz isn't feeling well, so letting him stay home today. But got a few little things to load up here, and then we'll get off to the job. Alright, so we just showed up on the job. I just got the machines unloaded here. A little bit of topsoil work in the front. There's like a 4-inch stump that I gotta grind too. Get the stump grinder and the BX here. We just gotta cut up this tree. It's nice and small. Just gonna cut it up, haul everything away, grind the stump, and then topsoil it when we come back with the topsoil. So I'm just gonna buck this thing up, get it loaded out. Okay, and just like that, tree be gone. So we got the stump cut down as low as possible. Still a little bit to clean up here, but I'm gonna make a mess grinding that. So we'll start grinding that, shouldn't take too long. And then we'll head back with that load of brush and dump it, get a load of topsoil, and we'll be back here. Right, tree is out. All the pieces are in the trailer. Ground the stump down 4 to 6 inches or so. Hopefully you guys can hear me because of the wind. And I just compacted the last little bit. You know, not only did I grind the stump in the middle, but I ground like an outer perimeter around it just to, it was kind of, you know, ramped up towards the tree. So you want to get rid of that. So I ground that and just rake that dirt back in. I got one more little one in the front, so I just blew around here real quick, cleaned up all my shavings, hauled those all off in the trailer. So I'm going to bring these tools up front, grind my second little 4-inch stump, and haul all that debris away. I'll go back to the yard and get some dirt so we can topsoil this. Shouldn't take very much, just a couple of yards, but we'll get loaded up and get moving. All right, so we're back here at the yard. I just screened out some topsoil. I'm just loading it up. So basically the way we do this, I kind of want to go a little more in depth on how we work this topsoil stuff. So you can't really see it right now. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty far away, but way back there in the distance we have our, I call that rough compost material. So a lot of that is some, you know, topsoil that got scraped off of this property when I cleared it. There's roots and sticks and leaves and all sorts of organic matter in there. And I've moved that pile, I don't know, 4 or 5 times now. So every time it gets moved, it gets tilled up a little bit, mixed up a little bit. And it really doesn't take topsoil or compost mix to break down. It doesn't take that long for compost mix to break down if you constantly turn it over. So basically, it's been turned over a few times, and then on top of that, that's just like landscape debris that we bring back from people's property. So that could be old mulch that we pull out of a bed, you know, that at that point is already pretty well composted. So all that gets brought back. I will do a preliminary screening on that with the Rotostar. So I actually park the dump trailer right next to that big pile back there, sit up on top of it, and screen it into the dump trailer. So that'll give me, I call it like my preliminary screening or my stage 1 screening. And then I'll come and I'll dump it in this pile right in front of us. Not this little one, but that separate pile. We'll tarp it and keep it dry. And then when it comes time for me to actually use the topsoil, I'll come in here, I'll take the Rotostar and I'll screen that, you know, preliminary screen dirt into this pile that I'm digging from right now. And that gets rid of any last little bits of junk. And what that actually does for us is, you can see how like fluffy this material is. It really makes it easy to but rake out on the jobs. It makes it easy to level out, and it's just a really good dirt to work with, you know, the day that we need it. In the future, I'd like to have, you know, this would be like the final screened product. We're gonna have a pile of that somewhere, but just the way that we've worked it right now, and with the time that we have, you know, we're mid-season, I kind of produce it as I need it. So we'll finish getting loaded up here and get back to the job. I know the job's not a whole lot of content, and that's why I figured I'd go a little more in depth on this topsoil process, because you guys see a lot of the Rotostar in our videos, but it's a valuable tool to us. We bring back material from jobs, and you know, instead of just letting it pile up, we can actually make something out of it and then sell it, use it on our jobs. So alright, so I am back with the topsoil now. I got a bucket load right there. I'm going to topsoil the area around the stump just to level it out and make it look good, seed and straw. There's an area on the side of the house that, I don't know, they had some work done or something, and they just kind of raked out the soil that was there. It's kind of crummy. And then right in the front of the house, there's a depression that we're going to fill in, so I'll get that stuff spread and raked out here. Alright, so we just seeded everything. Everything is raked out, good to go. I'm going to try to straw, but I think it's a little too windy for that. It's just going to blow everywhere. We got the area in the back there where the stump was, the tree and the stump. This was an area that a contractor did some work and kind of left it a little crummy, so we did that up against the garden bed here. And then that wrapped around to the front here with a little bit more damage. And then on that far side, that was a divot in the lawn. So we just filled that in, leveled it out. So now I'm going to put away the BX here and the stump grinder. And then I got to go over everything, hopefully do some straw if possible. And then I'm going to spread some Milorganite over the whole lawn. So get moving on that, and I'll get out of here shortly. Alright, everything is seated now. I just did my Milorganite and everything. It is brutally windy. Half the straw that I put down is gone now. But everything's done here, and on to the next one. Thanks for watching.